Back in 2015, when founder and CEO of Zomato, Mr. Deepinder Goyal, tweeted this, he was actually hinting at his own alma mater, IIT Delhi. Little did he realize that that one snarky comment would kick Zomato out of the placement menu. But what really happened? So, as far as the story goes, Zomato wanted to be there on day one to hire the best talents, but IIT Delhi simply refused. And according to a press statement, even said, if you can match up to Google's salary, then maybe you can think of coming on day one. Well, the tussle between startups and Premier League universities didn't end there. Had a bad record of giving deferrals and even sometimes revoking offers last minute. So in 2017, the IITs actually blacklisted 31 different startups. Was it really justified? I mean, if you look at it, startups are pretty volatile to market conditions. I'll leave that debate up to you. Moving on, we all know how campus placements work. But in a pandemic like this, which has hit some of the most safe schools, graduates really need to learn how they can find their careers without the bet that the campus would do it for them. And for those of you who feel disadvantaged just because you don't belong to some tier 1, well, the good news is many companies have already been hit financially, so they're not willing to spend big cash just because you belong to the IIT/BITS and NITs. Which is why we here at Inside Campus have curated a list of tips and tricks to get you your dream job off campus. Now, I know it sounds like a cliche, but upskilling is the best thing to do. Look up relevant STEM courses that your seniors have taken, probably the employees at the company that you want to work for have completed. And register on sites like Coursera and edX, and many other sites like that. Now, in case you don't want to spend money, sites like MIT OpenCourseWare are your best bet for free resources. If you're still at university, then you should probably check out societies relevant to your engineering stream like ASME, American Society for Mechanical Engineers, IH, American Institute for Chemical Engineers, IEEE for Electrical and Electronic Engineers, where you have competitions from Fortune 100 companies and Ivy League universities. Winning any international competition makes you stand out and can even blur that low CGPA or a backlog you got in your college time. Now, in case you've recently graduated or are the COVID 2020 batch, then don't forget to register for national standardized aptitude exams like MCAT, eLitmus or COCUBES. Well, no one exam is preferred by any company over the other, so choose what best defines your strength, and some of them can even be given from the comfort of your own home. Some people are stellar when it comes with technical expertise and they do brilliant on written tests, but they fumble in interviews. If you're somebody like that, then don't worry. There are a lot of sites which allow you to practice free mock interviews, and some of them are even paid with peers or sometimes even ex-employers. So sites like CareerUp, Pramp, InterviewBit should actually be on your to-do list. Also, one thing regarding interviews, in case you do get rejected in any step of your application, some of the MNCs have this policy where you can't apply to that company for any role or in any city until unless their lock period has completed. Usually, sometimes it can even be as long as 6 months. So choose your battles wisely. Don't just apply for the sake of applying. Based on your skill set, the city you're applying in, the company and the role, you can actually get to know what you should be paid for. Sites like Hush.in, Paycheck.in, Salary.in can actually be pretty useful. And did I forget to mention that Glassdoor and Indeed are your best options when you want to know about the inner scoop of company culture? Making that sound profile on LinkedIn goes without saying. But with so many job portals, how do you choose which one suits you best? So basically analyze which portal has more opportunities catered to your industry and the niche that you're targeting. Keep looking at the notifications. Simultaneously, also apply on the career pages of the companies that you're targeting. So keep your network strong. Sometimes a lot of companies don't post on job portals. Instead, you might just find it as somebody sharing it on LinkedIn. It can be anybody from the company. So connect with the right people. In case you're looking for startups and SMEs, then AngelList is your go-to guide. Network and network. Whom should you network with but? So once you've applied, and even before you've applied actually, connect with junior level HRs, employees of the department which you're targeting, and talent acquisition specialists. Don't head for the president, vice president, CEO. They won't respond to you. That's obvious because they're pretty busy. Now when it comes to following up on an application, if it's a startup or an SME, you should wait for a week or two. But if it's an MNC, they'll probably take months. So maybe it's best not to spam somebody's mailbox because they receive thousands of applications. Now, in case you belong to that category which has been furloughed, is on bench or has been laid off, then don't lose heart. There are a lot of freelance gigs in your own stream that you can do on sites like Truelancer, Freelancer, TopTal, and so many others. It's also good to know the kind of clients that you can work with, the competition, as well as maybe you might even find a potential full-time employer. Now my final tip is for those of you who have loved your engineering courses and want to stay strong to your STEM careers. Even if you're on a gap, the best thing you can actually do is become a subject matter expert. Now what that involves is that you can register on sites like Chegg India, Kaplan, and many others where you can help students solve challenging assignments, be it of university or standardized exam, and flex your own thinking muscle. If you want to go a step further, you can also contribute your tutoring hours on Varsity Tutors and many other sites like that. So that's all for today. In case you want to hear anything about engineering careers, any kind of advice, just comment below because we would love to hear from you.